Hello, traders, and welcome to the Friday Wrap-Up. Friday, June 19th, 2015, at the end of the New York session. Traders, great to be with you, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Bright blue, sunny skies, white sandy beaches, and hot in Pattaya, Thailand today. Absolutely beautiful. Traders, it is my Saturday morning, early it is, and it's great to be with you. Traders, please remember that this is brought to you through FXCL, Excellence in Trading. Please visit us at fxclearing.com. Traders, if you would, let me introduce myself to you. We got a lot to talk about today, and we got about 12, 15 daily charts. We're going to take a look at some price action. My name is William Gilda. I'm your moderator for Friday Wrap-Up, and of course, during the week, Monday through Friday, we have the market opening preview every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I started trading in 2006. In 2008, I retired from a wonderful 27-year career in the fire rescue department out of the great state of Florida. Traders, 9 days later after I retired, I came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday. Well, traders, it's 2015 and I'm still here and trading Forex every day. I don't know, I must have had a hinge I might be staying because when I packed my luggage to come to Thailand, I packed my laptops with me. I brought 3 laptops with me. So I guess I'm staying. And no, I'm still not using the same old laptops. Okay. I started trading, like I said, in 2006, 2008, I retired, came to Thailand. I trade every day. I look for opportunities and probabilities. I listen to fundamentals. I look at technicals. I'm a technical trader with a fundamental ear. Fundamentals move the market. News moves the market. That's what makes us pips. And we need fundamentals and news and data and scams and corruptions and all this stuff that's going on, to be a successful trader. And that's what this is all about. All right, let's get the legal stuff out of the way. That's enough about me. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex market. Traders, most importantly, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. Traders, let's head on over to commentary. Just let me give you some numbers that the markets closed with. The US 30 closed negative 0.59%. The S&P 500 closed negative 0.54%. The NASDAQ closed negative 0.31%. And the Russell 2000 closed negative just barely at 0.02%. So they all closed in the red and pretty interesting. Let's go over to the Eurozone. The DAX closed in the red at 0.54%, where the FTSE 100 closed positive just barely at 0.04%, and the CAC 40 closed in the green at 0.25%. The Euro Stoxx 50 closed in the green at 0.16%. Let's head on over to Asia, see what's going on. How they closed. The Nikkei 225 closed up 0.92%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia closed up 1.31%. The Shanghai was in the red 6.36%. Wow. The Hang Seng was in the green at 0.25%, and the Kospi was in the green also at 0.25%. So that's what happened with our indices. And just figured I'd give you those numbers real quick. So commentary for the week was a very interesting week. We had the good old Fed speak. Chairwoman Janet Yellen, I call her Auntie Yellen, spoke, and the markets took it as dovish and didn't like it, and basically dumped the dollar, which I was very surprised with. I didn't think there was anything unusual about the statement. Of course, I didn't listen to it live. I didn't get it till the next morning, as that's like 2 o'clock in the morning for me. So I was not in front of my computer screen at that hour. So, dollar strength continues. I do expect to see a rate hike in September and December. I would say we're going to see 2 rate hikes before the end of 2015. That would not surprise me at all. If we don't get a rate hike in September, we're surely going to get one in December. I don't know. I just really feel that they're going to give us a rate hike in September. As far as trading goes, we had some very good trading opportunities this week. It was a pretty good trading week. Took some losses. Luckily, I took more wins than I took losses, and that's what trading's all about. Minimize your losses and take advantage of your wins. I think Greece is going to intensify. They have this emergency summit on Monday. We need to keep an eye on that. And the markets are going to react every time Greece is mentioned. And, I use a a live news data feed that talks to me all day long. When stuff comes out over my news feed it automatically right away, right off my computer, and I know every time that word Greece comes up that something's going to happen in the market. So it's definitely an attention giver and taker. So just really pay attention as you're in your trades to what's going on. So I'm looking forward to next week. I think we have a good trading week. And by the way, for all the fathers in the United States, happy Father's Day, being on Sunday, the 21st. All right, we're going to take a review of the daily charts. Got some, might be changing our charts around a little bit. In the coming weeks, I was able to obtain from a trader from my live trading room an automatic support and resistance line indicator. And I like it. So we're going to, we might be putting them on all my charts. And then, of course, I think we might put some pivot points on the charts also. So we'll see how that goes. So let's get started. As usual, we're going to start with the euro dollar. And this is the indicator that I was talking about, the support and resistance indicator. It's automated and it's automatic. So basically, when you put your charts on, it is going to show up automatically on your charts. And it gives you support and resistance, which is really nice. It gives you a mean level there with the dotted line, which is really nice. So you know exactly where support and resistance is, and of course you know the green line on my charts is 200 exponential moving average. This is the euro dollar. This was in a range this week, up and down and all around. I would say mostly to the upside. We had more up days than down days, but we're still in this range. You know, it's not a change of trend. I don't think the euro dollar is bullish by no means. You know, I still am sided towards the bearish side of the euro dollar. I'm only looking to sell this, and if you look at the last 2 days, being Thursday and Friday, we closed with dojis. So I'm looking to continue my bearish bias coming into the next week. Okay, this is the euro dollar also, it looks like. And this is also with the it's a black chart with the support and resistance lines on, and it also has pivot points. So we might start using that also, and we'll see how that works. So we'll see how it goes. We're going to test it out and see how it goes. I did put black charts on my live charts, and I'm sort of liking it, to tell you the truth. So we'll see. See how it works. And so next week we might have all black charts. All right, let's go over to the dollar yen. Dollar yen, you know, if you don't have the dollar index, this is a good chart that basically mimics the dollar index. And look at this. Here we go again. Same from last week. We've ended the week at the same price level. This goes up, then comes back down, and then goes sideways. And here we are, like almost a week ago directly, we're at the same price level. Can't break the support line. And you know what? Again, I expect to see a blue candle on Tuesday morning after Monday. I think, you know, the dollar is just going to increase strength, depending on, of course, what goes on with Greece. Greece is the main focus. I'm tired of it. We've been dealing with it, for 4 years now, 3 years, and you know, they just need to get their act together, everybody, and get this done. However, I will say one more thing about Greece, and then I'll keep quiet, and that is the IMF chief Lagarde is not playing any games with them. That is for sure. She's made it perfectly clear they don't make their debt payment at the end of June, they are in default. So it's a very interesting comment. And I watched that live on one of the financial channels, and she was looked to me, she was pretty angry. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Let's take a look at the euro yen. Euro yen, one of my favorite pairs to trade. Sideways all week. Not a lot of price action this week, but it's bullish. And I just want to buy this. So we're just going to take this to the upside from this daily chart. It's above the 200 exponential moving average. We've had some down days. We've had some up days. It's sort of been all over the place. I mean, there's a lot of pips here on some of these bigger candles. So you have to realize this is a daily chart. So you're going to get some, you know, some of these candles are 50 pip candles, 60 pip candles. So you are going to get some movement. But pretty much the euro yen was pretty lackluster this week. Not a lot of price action at all. Let's get over to the beast. You know, and I want to focus on the yens. I mean, the pound pairs a lot. This is pound yen. You know, we had 2 red days on the pound yen. I think that was profit taken, to be honest with you. I don't think. And also yesterday we had. I'm sorry, today, Friday. Sorry, I'm a day ahead. We had Kuroda speak, and that's why we had a red candle, because I think he was very positive in the financial situation out of Japan. They're not planning on messing with any of doing a stimulus or an intervention. But he said it is available if we need it, and we'll do what we have to, which tells me we're probably going to see something happen in the next week or two. Would not surprise me at all. But look at how bullish this is. Unbelievable, huh? Here's another yen pair. This is the Aussie yen, and this is another pair I like to trade, but this is pretty ugly. You look left of the chart here from that last candle. This is a pretty ugly chart. Can't break this 200 exponential moving average. Can't take out higher highs. It's been in a nasty range, but again, these are a lot of pips. So, if you get on the right side of the trade, such as today, that big red candle, that's a significant amount of pips there, and you could have had a good day. I like trading the Aussie yen. It does move, and it's a fun pair to trade. And as always, we have to look at the Aussie dollar, which is bearish. Had some good updates. It had some. It was a data release, if I'm not mistaken, during the week, and gave it an update. And of course, it reacted to the FOMC statement. Here we go again. But if you look left to the chart, it hasn't taken out any significant highs. Now, when I say take out a significant high, I mean close above a significant high. Because I know what you all say, and you say, well, I see a wick that's taken out previous resistance and it spiked it. That's true, but it has not closed above that area. So that means that resistance level is still significant and still an issue that we will deal with on a daily basis. So this is basically sideways. And if you look at most of these candles, they're all indecision candles. And, that just gives you an idea that when you're trading the Aussie, you just have to be really careful. But it's bearish. The Aussie dollar is bearish. All I want to do is sell the Aussie dollar. All right? We're very bearish on the Aussie dollar, even though it had a couple up days during the week. New Zealand dollar, it can't get no better than this, folks. This is just a great pair to trade to the downside. Just sell, sell, sell. The Kiwi is very weak, and just sell it. There's nothing more I can say. We've had our pullback, and we're just now in a new mode, and now we just got to take out these lows here and just continue the mode, and we're going to stay bearish throughout the next week. Here's a loonie, and the reason I put the CAD in here is because of oil. Remember that the CAD is related to oil, so as oil fluctuates, so is the CAD, as it's a commodity pair. This pair is I would have to say is bearish, and it's correlated. There's only two pairs that are correlated, and the CAD and the pound is correlated. Then the euro and dollar Swiss is correlated, but this pair is correlated, and the pound is strong, so of course the CAD is weak. You can see how that's worked this week with all these red candles. But if you look at the blue candles, the three updates we had, starting on Monday with the second blue candle, you can see that they closed indecision. Most of these candles were indecision. The wicks are much bigger than the bodies, and that just tells me indecision really doesn't know where it wants to go. And just comment on oil, that oil is creeping its way back up again. Every day 60 cents, a dollar, 80 cents. It's creeping its way back up there, and it wouldn't surprise me at all if we see $80 a barrel in the near future. So I'm expecting oil just to increase in price. Let's go to the pound Aussie. It doesn't get no better than this, right? The Aussie is so weak and the pound is so strong. This is just bullish, bullish, bullish. You just want to trade this pair. I used to trade this pair regularly on a daily basis, and I don't know why, but the spread on the pound Aussie is like crazy. It's like 6 pips or something like that. I just don't understand why. It's like the only one that does that, but it is. It's pretty crazy, the spread. But very bullish. So if you're going to trade this pair, you're just looking to take this to the upside. It's stuck here. If you see, for the last 3 days, it's stuck at this price level. It's closed every day at the same price level. So pretty interesting how it goes up and then falls back down. So pretty interesting. But the Aussie's been fluctuating, and this, I take this because of the Aussie. The pound is strong, but I think these indecision candles is because of fundamentals, not necessarily that the pound is strong. It's fundamentals that's really interfering with this pair. Here's a Euro Aussie, another one of my favorites. Pretty ugly chart if you look at this left of the chart. A lot of up and down and all around, but a lot of indecision candles here, a lot of big wicks. Really not interested in hanging on to that at all. I don't know. It's bullish. It's above the 200 exponential moving averages. This week it gave us high highs and high lows, pretty much. But this is sideways to me, folks, and this is in a nasty range. So if you're going to trade it, just be really careful. The euro, is showing some energy, and the Aussie had a couple of days where it was up. So yeah, it's fighting each other. It's like two magnets together, just fighting each other. And the last one that we always talk about is the U.S. dollar. The U.S. dollar is just maintaining it. It's been sideways for a long time, as you can see. It's over a week that it's been sideways, and I expect this, in time, it will change and head back up to the upside. However, it's not going to happen very quickly until until some of this fundamental stuff evens itself out, and that's mainly Greece. And I think the dollar will become strong again. And I think if they raise interest rates, the dollar will weaken anytime a currency or a country raises their interest rates. The dollar weakens, and I think a lot of people really want the interest rates to go up so the dollar weakens a little bit. If you listen to the gurus, and I always was told to do the opposite of what they say, but I do believe them on this fact that we want the dollar to weaken a little bit so we can get some movement. All right, traders, that wraps up our currency pairs. Remember, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading, and please visit us at our website at fxclearing.com. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and of course our good friends at FXCL, I want to thank you for joining me for the Friday wrap-up after the New York close. Traders, enjoy your weekend, and we'll catch you on Monday for the market opening preview before the London Open. Take care, traders, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.